Between Riverside and Crazy opens the new season at American Stage in St. Pete. The play won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 2015 and is already garnering rave reviews. Joining me this morning are cast members Ella Peter Callender and Vanessa Rendon. I'm having a treat talking to the both of you already. And we're actually here talking about a play that is just as special. So let's start there before we dive into the other things we want to chat about. What does make this so special? We'll start with you.
Oh my gosh, the production itself, working with the American Stage. This is my 4th year with American Stage. First as an actor. We'll talk about that in a second. But the teamwork to put this play together, working with Ben, our director, Stephanie Goulart's leadership with this theater company. It's actually one of the finest theater companies I've worked with in my career. And I'm not just saying that because they pay me. It is, it really is. And then this show, this Pulitzer Prize-winning show, and playing this role is outstanding. I'm a very lucky man.
And let's dive into the storyline a little bit, Vanessa. Talk about your relationship in the play, and you're really diving into some hard topics, even though it's more of the meaning behind it.
Right. The relationship between Lulu and Pops is, it's almost indescribable. But what she gets out of the relationship with him is a sense of family. Prior to us joining the play, her run-ins with men have been about what she gives to men. It's always a taking kind of relationship. And what she finds with Pops is that he's very giving, and I don't think she's ever had that to this point of her life. And she finds a father in him that I don't think she's ever had. And so she feels safe, she feels loved. It's kind of beautiful.
I read one of the reviews of the play, and it talks about things such as you're dealing with race, you're talking about depression, you're talking about joy, you're talking about fatherhood, lots of different topics that go into this play, which I think right now is as good a time as any to explore these within ourselves, whether you're seeing it on a stage or making yourself have that internal dialogue, right?
It is. All the things you mentioned, plus Black Lives Matter, plus Blue Lives Matter. And can we get into the story of the play real quick?
Absolutely.
It's based in New York, Riverside Drive. Pops, an older ex-cop, 30 years, shot while he was in a bar late, drinking too much, hanging out too much. Very, very sad situation. It was shot by a rookie cop who happened to be white. And the play talks about the lawsuit that followed, the tempestuous relationship between Pops and the New York City Police Department. And creating this play at this particular time, doing this play at this particular time is so poignant because all the things you just mentioned and dealing with Black Lives Matter and dealing with the legal ramifications of it, it's all part of what the story is about. And the audiences get it so quickly. So very quickly.
One thing that I find fascinating about the theater groups and American Stage in particular, you both don't live here.
No.
California, New York, come together, and for you this is your first time acting, which your resume is very lengthy, but you've been a director with this company before, so now getting to be on stage. Talk about the different role that you're seeing.
Oh my gosh, it was so difficult. In a sense that I wanted to set a good example, first of all, because as a director, I demand so much from my actors. You know, be off book at a certain time, make sure you write that down, make sure this. And so I wanted to make sure that I set a good example. So from day one, I said, you know what, I want to be off book at a certain time. I want to make sure that I create the kind of dynamic role that the director certainly wanted. Set my standard very, very, very high as well. And I was just lucky to work with Ben Ishmael. He's terrific, and he and I became very, very good friends. But it was a different thing for me. I wanted to sit in on production meetings, but I couldn't.
I bet they're like, no, you have to leave now.
No, Peter, you have to leave now.
But you are going to be directing. Let's do a little tease. You're going to be directing.
I'm going to be directing Pipeline by Dominique Morisseau. Beautiful, beautiful new voice in American theater. She just won a number of awards around the country. She's from Detroit. This is one of her Detroit plays. She wrote several plays, Detroit 67, Skeleton Crew, now Pipeline. I think there's one or two more. But a terrific play about an inner city teacher, mother, single mother, trying to keep her son away from the high school through the pipeline into jail. And it has a lot to do with my family as well, with my life as well, because I was the son of a single mom as well.
Well, good tease.
Very good tease.
Thank you to the both of you. Basically, what you can come away with, lots of good things going on American Stage, including these two fabulous actors. There's the information for you to go see Between Riverside and Crazy for yourself now through November 4th.
Thank you. You are
again.
so kind. Thank you very, very much. Thanks for having us.